Sometimes hearing aids break, or they stop working, or they just die. I wanted to make this video to give some data to support the question, what are the most reliable hearing aids? My name is Dr. Ben Thompson. I'm an audiologist, and I have this YouTube channel to educate you about hearing aids. Please subscribe to my channel to stay involved. For this video, let's get into the data about what hearing aids are the most reliable. To help you pick hearing aids that are reliable and won't break, I want to reference a survey that was done by hearingtracker.com. The survey asked 500 hearing doctors what are the most reliable hearing aids, and 30% of those hearing doctors said that Phonak hearing aids are the most reliable. 26% of them said Oticon hearing aids are the most reliable. And then after that, Starkey, Resound, Signia, and Widex. This survey had a limited answer set of the 6 major hearing aid manufacturers. And from the result is clear that this group of audiologists believes Phonak and Oticon have the best reliability. The other companies probably had more repairs needed and unexplainable errors or malfunctions that were happening to the hearing aids. So for a patient who's looking for hearing aids that will last 4, 5, 6 years with very limited repairs needed or anything breaking with them, then the Phonak or the Oticon hearing aids are likely the best bet. Now, why is this data, which is a questionnaire, why is this relevant? Well, there's not so much existing data that compares different companies about how much each hearing aid breaks. You could imagine why a hearing aid company would not be releasing that much data about how often their hearing aids break. The reality is, and maybe we don't tell you that at the beginning when you're interested in buying hearing aids, we don't necessarily tell you that sometimes hearing aids break. And sometimes it's your fault. Sometimes you do something wrong, like you get it wet, you wear it in the shower, or you accidentally step on it, or your dog eats it, and that needs a repair. Other times, the hearing aid itself, the internal electrical components, they have a malfunction, or the physical fit of the device, it breaks. For example, right here I have some Phonak hearing aids that I'm working on. Sometimes this receiver wire, this thin wire that goes alongside the hearing aid, sometimes this can snap and break, and that needs to be replaced. And that happens every few years. That's not out of the norm, but some hearing aids are more reliable than others. So if you were to ask me, which hearing aid should I get? I want them that are the most reliable. I would say probably Phonak or Oticon based on this survey of hundreds of doctors. It's pretty common for hearing aids to break and malfunction because of moisture problems. This might mean that you or the person wearing the hearing aid has a lot of moisture or sweat around their ear. Sometimes that's just sweat around the skin or actually in the ear itself. Other times this means you live in a place like Florida or Hawaii where there's a lot of moisture, a lot of humidity in the air, and sometimes that can affect the hearing aid. But now that there's rechargeable hearing aids, for example, this is a rechargeable hearing aid case. You see the battery door is really closed, and that means it's less likely for the hearing aid to malfunction because of moisture. So another consideration about reliable hearing aids is to get rechargeable hearing aids because the casing itself will last longer and have less problems if you're around moisture. Major hearing aids, whether you buy them in person at a clinic or if you buy them online through an audiologist, each hearing aid comes with a warranty, and that warranty will typically last 2 to 3 years for most hearing aid companies. And the reason that the warranty is only good for about 2 or 3 years is because that's the period of time where hearing aids have very few problems. After 3 years, in the 4th, 5th, 6th year, and so forth, there becomes a higher likelihood of more and more problems. So those first 2 or 3 years are your insurance plan, which is already covered in the cost of the hearing aids. After that, you want to be really careful because if the hearing aid breaks, it might cost you a few $100s to repair it. And then at that point, sometimes you're thinking about, do I repair that hearing aid or do I just buy new ones? There are hearing aid insurances you can get for after the warranty ends, which might cost you $100, $200 a year. So that would protect you from that kind of situation of having an expensive repair that happens at year 4 or year 5. Cleaning your hearing aid and having consistent checkups with your hearing doctor, your audiologist, that's going to be important, preventing any repairs from being needed. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I hope you learned about what kind of hearing aids are the most reliable. Partly it's the style you get, and partly it's the brand of hearing aids. Another factor to make sure you have is a professional, an audiologist that you trust. My name is Dr. Ben Thompson. I'm an audiologist. I made this YouTube channel to help you with hearing loss and find the right kind of hearing aids for you. So make sure to subscribe to this channel if you're not already. Give this channel a thumbs up. Give my video here a thumbs up if you learned something. And on the next video, I want to show you. The title is What Hearing Aids Have the Best Sound Quality? So click that video to my side to learn about the best sound quality, and I'll see you there.